The Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection released earlier today, and at midnight, as soon as it went live, I streamed it for about 45 to 50 minutes. So off the back of that, I thought it'd be good to do a very quick first impressions review, but as the day has gone on, I've been seeing a lot of chatter about the game as well, so I also want to talk about that. But starting off with my own experience, I pretty much only played single player stuff as I didn't want to dive too deeply into multiplayer until when I stream after this video going live. Now graphically, I was very happy with this game. I know it's been AI upscaled, so I honestly did have some concerns about how the game was going to look, but honestly I don't think the trailers did it enough justice because it actually does look really nice for a 20-year-old game that's essentially just been ported over to modern consoles. So in that regard, I am very pleased. The menus as well look absolutely fantastic. So overall, from a visual standpoint, I have absolutely no complaints. Now from a gameplay perspective, I did find it quite difficult, as normally I've been playing the game on PC, and when I say normally, it's probably over the last sort of like 7 to 8 years on and off. So I've been really used to that, and obviously it's the 20-year-old game, so it's going to be a bit clunky, but using mouse and keyboard on the classic PC version has been really good. So jumping over to controller on essentially the console version of the game has definitely been an interesting one. I used to play it back in 2005 and 2004 for that matter with Battlefront 1. I played it a lot back then as a kid. And whilst I do have a lot of fond memories of the games, unfortunately I can't remember how it felt. So it does honestly feel a little bit clunky and slow and kind of weird to get used to, but it's kind of one of those things that this game is a port, not a remaster, so I'm not expecting it to feel like Call of Duty or Battlefield where it's just really smooth and, you know, updated to modern standards. But some of the things that I felt were a bit too much is the aim assist was actually pretty ridiculous, so I have turned that off. But then I feel like some of the sensitivity, it's just a little bit strange. Like it's a little bit clunky at times and then it will just suddenly speed up. Like there's just inconsistencies there which I'm finding a bit awkward to deal with. But I think the more I play it, the better it will get. And I think that just playing around with the controller settings and everything will make the experience better in that regard. And that was certainly the case when I played as Darth Vader initially last night. He felt pretty clunky and horrible, but I whacked up the Jedi sensitivity to the max and now he plays a little bit better. So it is a case of playing around, and I am going to do that quite a lot over the next couple of days, and then next week I will have a best settings video guide for Battlefront 1 and 2 because it is slightly different each game. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of that. So ultimately the gameplay does feel a bit clunky and whatnot, but that is a 20-year-old game, so I'm not really absolutely not complaining. Because like I said, I think it is just a controller settings thing to play around with and figure out. So I'm not too worried there. So overall my experience, like I said, was pretty much mostly single player, and it's all worked an absolute treat. You know, playing these games at 60 FPS is really nice, honestly. So as far as playing the game single player is concerned, I think it's absolutely worth the money, because it's also one of those things that I can now just happily sit back on my bed and just play Galactic Conquest or play the campaign or whatever. I am genuinely very pleased with that side of things, and it's just a hugely nostalgic experience. I was pretty much smiling the entire stream earlier, so from that perspective I am really pleased with the Classic Collection. But as per the Rambles online today, the multiplayer is in a bit of a shambles right now. I only played the one game of multiplayer earlier, which was on Dagobah as the Republic versus the Separatists. I think we started off with about 150 units or something, but somehow the game was just over in about 2 minutes, which was just ridiculous, and we captured all their command posts crazy fast as well. So from a gameplay loop perspective, I'm really hoping they can prolong online matches, because if it's, you know, 5 to 6 minutes per game, that's fine. I don't mind that too much, but I wouldn't mind games going on a little bit longer, but certainly not 2 minutes, because then you're just looping the same maps over and over again, and it's just super fast that you can't really get into a flow as such. And I just think that would be a bit of a shame if that's how every multiplayer map is. But I think the main issues are just generally with the servers. When I played online in that game, there was no hit registration, so I couldn't tell if I was actually hitting someone. It was hard to know if I actually got a kill. Obviously it comes up with that pop-up with the point system, which is fine, but having some kind of kill indicator would be very useful. And then I saw people just jumping around the place quite a lot as well, so it was actually kind of hard to, you know, properly track your targets and everything like that. So yeah, it's a bit of an underwhelming start with the multiplayer, I will say. I'm going to be playing hopefully a lot more multiplayer tonight on stream and just over the next few days, but we will just have to wait and see. Now I will say that multiplayer with Battlefront 2, that's what I experienced. I tried to go on to Battlefront 1, but there was no Battlefront 1 dedicated servers on the PlayStation 5, so I'm hoping that when I go on now that will change, as there was quite a lot of dedicated servers on Battlefront 2. But like I said, we will just have to wait and see. I think I'll do another proper review of this game in a couple of weeks, just to let Aspire try and fix this game if that's what they're going to do, because I really do think that they need to sort out their servers and improve it in some places. So I'll do another review then, but as far as first impressions are, single player stuff is absolutely great. Multiplayer's got some serious problems. So if you don't care about multiplayer and you just want single player, then I think is absolutely worth getting. Just be prepared for a bit of a clunky controller system, which you can absolutely tweak. But if multiplayer is the main reason you're getting the game, I would honestly just wait until at least a few weeks to see if hopefully things improve by that point. And I'll absolutely be sure to let you know as soon as possible. But that is it from me today. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more Battlefront Classic content. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.